and the people that we are. A little motivation for you. A little motivation for you. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Tips Tuesdays live rehash. We are getting back into the swing of things. We are back with season 5, and we have brand new special guests during this season. And I cannot wait for y'all to get this inspiration, motivation, and encouragement. Tonight, we have special guest, Miss Jawan. We're going to welcome her to the show.
Hi.
Oh, hello, hello, hello. All right. Y'all, I gotta get back into the swing of things. I know y'all seen them glitches at the beginning. But anywho, oh, like I say all the time, this is a very freestyled, raw show because you will see the mess ups and everything else. But we still keep going. Why? Because life happens. So, why
Exactly.
not keep it raw? You got to rehearse it and all of that good stuff. So, but we're going to get right into things. I'm going to give everybody a minute if you want to share the show, share the link that you are um, watching the show on, whether it be YouTube or Facebook. We are also trying a new thing with Instagram this season. I'm gonna see how that goes. Not really sure how that works, but we're gonna see after tonight's episode how it goes. Um, all right. Let me just share this one good time with people. And like I said, if you want to, if you want to share the link, you can. And we're gonna get started. All right. So, like I said, we have special guest, Miss Jawan. And I am so excited for this new season, for more inspiration, motivation, and encouragement. For anybody that it is your first time seeing this show, this is a spin-off of my audio podcast, Tips Tuesdays. And so what I do with this show is I bring in special guests to rehash the same topics that I talk about on the podcast. They may be able to give you some different perspectives that I might not have. Um, we all have our different perspectives on the same things that we go through in life. And who knows? I may help you. She may help you. Whoever else will come on the show, they may help you. But like I said, the objective is to inspire, motivate, and encourage others around the world. So, like I said, share. We're gonna get right into things. I want my guest to talk about herself just a little bit, let the people know who you are, what you do, etc.
Mhm. Okay. Well, I'm Jawan Morris of Jawan Morris Coaching. I'm a certified life and mindset coach. I've been doing it for 8 years, and I help women be able to what's that? I don't want to say harness, but use the power that's within to find their joy and fulfillment. I coaching is uh, is a very fulfilling thing for me. I love it, absolutely love it. I love helping others, especially helping others become a better version of themselves. And it's just you'll see it tonight in my our conversation. um and before I turn it back over to Tiff, I just want to let everybody know that I will be having a workshop soon. It's called I Am Her, giving yourself permission to be that girl. And basically, it's all about just for the women out there that don't feel like they have to do for others. They always have they can't give themselves permission to do what they want to do and live an unapologetic life. So I will be hosting that at the end of June. Look out! It will tickets will go live on Friday. Thank you.
All right, that sounds good. I might have to get on that myself, you know?
Yes.
Yes, we will talk after the show.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, so I as I stated before, I am so excited for season 5, y'all. Um Season 5 of a podcast that I am doing a lot of talking, y'all. I done came a long way. I have come a long way. But no, that is not the exciting part about it. Y'all, when I first put out, like, I put like a few messages within the podcast group that I'm a part of and about being a special guest on the show. And when I say season 5 got booked like within maybe like 3 or 4 days,
Well, that's awesome.
literally 3 or 4 days. And I was just like honored that, I mean, I know that podcasts, a lot of people are doing it and everybody's wanting to be on everybody's show, but you can't have
Mhm.
everybody on your stuff, you know what I mean, because not everybody
Mhm.
is a great fit for every podcast. And
Right.
so just within these few seasons of doing podcasts, I've met some really wonderful people and I've just been enjoying my podcast journey. So, um, kudos to season 5, already starting off strong. I think I'm like halfway there with booking season 6 already. So, um, shout out to those that will be on season 5. I'm excited to see where these conversations are going to go. We got several, um, not genres because we're not talking about music, several types of careers. Like you said, you're a life coach. I had people reaching out that are executive producers of movies, models, all kind of people. So y'all are gonna see a lot of people in season 5. If you don't get any inspiration, motivation, or encouragement, then it's just that you don't want that. I'm just saying. So y'all better
That
catch it while y'all can.
part right there.
Yes. So, all right. Y'all know how we do, and if you don't, you about to find out. We start our night out with some announcements. And I have some announcements. Um let's see. All right, so it's announcement time. Announcement time. All right, so uh as you know, I'm not just a podcaster. I am a singer, songwriter, artist, all of that good stuff. And I have recently, since the last show that we had, I've recently put out some more music. And if you listen to any music on any kind of platforms or anything, you can go put in Tiphani. And my latest project is my EP, Same Old Praise. The name of the EP is Same Old Praise, from the title track, Same Old Praise, along with 3 other songs that's on there. So y'all go and stream Same Old Praise and let me know what you think of the new music. Also, today, it was posted that I was nominated for Musician of the Year for the MLAs here in Little Rock, Arkansas. So I'm excited about that. I will be giving
Yay!
y'all information on the link on how to vote, all that good stuff. I'm just really excited to go and have a good award ceremony experience and be around other artists. So I'm really excited for that. Okay. And also, I still have Tips Tuesdays merchandise, but I am getting some new merchandise together. So y'all will be hearing about that soon. So we're gonna get some more like journal designs and stuff like that going. For those that would like to support the podcast, you can support the podcast by giving merchandise, or you can support it by giving a donation, however you want to do it. Okay. So those are my announcements. Do you have any announcements other than what you had going on? And you can repeat it for anybody that
Well,
maybe just tuned back in.
anybody that's just coming in, I like I
Yeah.
said, I will be hosting a workshop at the end of June. I am her. Um, I am her. Giving yourself permission to be that girl. Like I said, it's for anybody, woman that has trouble giving herself permission to live her life how she wants to be unapologetic. So tickets will go on sale at the end of the week for the workshop. So be on the lookout. It'll be a link will be on all of my social media, which is Juwan Morris Coaching, and that's Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, and also you'll be able to get it on my website. It will be my website is joannemorriscoaching.com.
All right. And we'll get that link at the end on the screen. So
Okay.
yes, definitely. So
Okay.
like I said, that was announcement time. Y'all know I like to support other people. I always like to tell y'all what I got going on, but I like to tell y'all what other people got going on too. Cause we all support each other out here. We all out here on our grind, doing our thing. I'm over here getting choked up. Been fine all day. Mm. So it must be about to be a good show.
Yes.
I'm over here getting choked up. All right. So that was the announcements time, and now we're gonna start off with our quote of the night, and then we're gonna get into these inspirational topics, y'all. Okay. So tonight's quote was just a quote that I have been thinking in my mind. It's not a quote from anybody else, but it's been really heavy on me this week. We only 2 days in, y'all. But it's been really heavy on me this week. Uh, so the quote for the night is, it is silence sometimes is the best option. Silence sometimes is the best option. I'm gonna let that sink in a little bit with you. But silence sometimes is the best options. A lot of times we try to figure it out. We try to make things work. We complain about the things going on. And sometimes silence is the best option. I've learned personally here recently that some situations are just out of your control. You can only do what you can do. And then after that, you just got to be silent and just wait for things to work out the way that they need to work out, because it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna say that's all it's gonna ever be, but silence a lot of times is the best option. A lot of times our mouth will get us in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's like, okay, you might need to, state your opinion in a case or whatever, or a situation. But then after that, just leave it alone and let it be. Because what's meant is meant. And what's gonna happen is gonna happen. Um, do you relate to that?
Yes, I do. I do. But I usually say it I usually say sit still.
Mhm.
Um, and I actually have a sign that's in the other room though. And it's just sit still. Sometimes you have to sit still to hear the message or whatever it is. Sometimes, reacting to something might not be the best way to do it. Sometimes you need to sit
Uh-huh.
still and be quiet.
Yeah.
Um, and when I said that and I say that, and I also add to that is like trust the process. Because when you said control, it's like sometimes you can't be in control. There's how do you say that? There's only certain things that you can control. Can't control
Right.
everything.
Exactly.
So sometimes you just need to sit still and trust the process. Mhm.
Mhm. Mhm. Yep. And that just reminds me, I said one thing that I was going to do differently. I don't know if everybody remember, but I asked everybody, what's something that you would like to see more in the podcast and things like that. Um, one thing that I said I was going to add to the podcast is I said that I was going to do more of including God. And I said that I was going to pray during every episode. So I did not do that in the beginning. So we're going to stop right now. We're going to pray and then we're going to continue because I'm going to be obedient.
Okay.
So, Lord, we thank you for this evening. Lord, we thank you for this episode. We thank you for this platform that you have provided for us to be able to give inspiration, motivation, and encouragement. Lord, I ask that you touch somebody that may need to be healed in some type of way, delivered in some type of way. Let us say something that will help them along the way, but only through you, Lord, and through your will and your way do we want to speak those words of encouragement. Lord, all these things I ask in your son Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. All right.
Mhm.
Now,
Okay.
about to get into these topics. We're about to get into these topics. See, I jumped ahead of myself.
Okay.
Hey, yes. All right. And we got a few people over here tonight. Okay, so y'all remember I like y'all to be interactive because you never know when I am going to give away some gift cards or merch or maybe one day somebody drop some money in my hand, I might give it to you. I don't know. We don't know. But what I want to see in the comments, I want to see y'all commenting and joining in the discussion. I can see the comments. So please interact with us in tonight's discussion, okay? So y'all know how we do. We have the small jar and the big jar, in which my green screen is messing with my screen. So, but just know that there's a small jar and a big jar. And we're going to start with the small jar tonight. I hope that y'all have been tuning into the podcast because we just finished up the Runners series, which we might take one of the topics out. I don't know. But we just finished the Runners series. And I'll talk a little bit more about that here in a minute. But it's been a good series. If you have not listened to the podcast, check it out, okay? All right. So, first topic is simply checking in. Now, on this particular episode, I was literally just checking in. I've said that I want to be more authentic and real with my audience. Not all the time we have it together, and not all the time are we going to have it together. But with this particular topic, I was just checking in to see if you're up on the things that you say that you want to do. Are you wanting the same goals, the same dreams, ambitions? Are you making a plan? Are you actually starting? Are you just in the same position? Where are you in life right now? What are you holding yourself accountable to? Things like that. So checking in, that's the first topic.
Okay.
What
Okay. So checking in. So I do check in. I actually like that even though I am a coach, I need a coach. So my coach I check in with my coach. And that helps me stay accountable to the things I need to do. Example with the workshop, like I've been sitting on that for like months, and I finally was talking to my coach about it, and she was like, "You need to get it out there. Stop playing." So me checking in about that, you know, it's helping me get it out there. So yeah, yeah,
Keyword that you said, accountability.
yes, yes,
Accountability. And you are a life coach, but you have your own coach also.
yes.
Because
Mhm.
I say all the time, I encourage, I motivate, but sometimes who gonna encourage and motivate me? You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly. That's why
And how
I
you're exactly and how
yes.
your person is telling you, hey, you need to be doing this, like every now and then I need a little push too. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So checking in. What is it that you said that you gonna do
Yes,
that you ain't
exactly.
doing?
Exactly. Exactly.
Exactly. Like I'm still on myself. I've been telling everybody I need to publish. Well, I need to finish the book first,
Okay.
but I have a drama book that has been years in the making, and yeah, I need to get on it. I really
Me
do
too.
need to finish it, y'all. So
Yes.
y'all need to pump me up to get that done.
So I'm gonna give you a little thing. So like my coach said, you need to get it out there. So think about it like this. You have this book that's inspiration and all that. Think of it as once you get it out there, it's gonna help somebody.
Hmm.
Somebody if you're not putting it out right now, somebody's missing that message. So
Yes,
if
yes.
you
Because
know,
look, since this one book, I've come up with ideas for other books since
see?
then. So I'm like, I gotta get on it. At least one book
Mhm,
gotta get out there.
mhm, yes, 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 yes.
So yes, y'all stay on me about that. Stay on me. So checking in, check in with another friend, see what they got going on that that they said they want to do. Check in with them, see if they're doing those things. We can all help each other out.
Mhm, mhm.
All right. Let me see if we got anybody in the comments yet. We got some comments in there, but let's see. Okay. All right. So next one, we're just warming up. Okay. So this is recap of the runner.
Mhm.
So like I said, if you have been tuning into the podcast, then you know that we just finished up our runners series. Anybody new that does not know about the runners series, you might be asking, what is the runners series? So first, simply, we're talking about the different type of runners that you can be. Runners meaning, what is your motivation like? The different type of runners that we have, which we might end up pulling one of those tonight. I don't know. Is the non-runner, the how do, the non-runner, the lazy runner, the fire runner, the talking runner, and the avid runner. Now, each of these are motivated differently.
Mhm.
The avid runner, they are going to be the most motivated person that you ever see. They're always pumped. They always got all these brand new ideas. They're always starting new businesses or telling you about their dreams. These are the avid runners. Then you have the talking runners. You have the talking runners, the ones that just talk about what they want to do. But every time you see them, they ain't doing it. They just talk about it. They ain't walking the walk. They just talk the talk. That's it. That's the talking runner. Then you have the fire runner. You have the people that have to be motivated by people. They have to be motivated by things in life. They have to go through things in life in order to be pushed. Those are the fire runners. Then you have the non-runner. The non-runner is just not motivated to do anything. They live day by day, and they just like whatever. That's how they are, just nonchalant. They don't care, you know. And then you have the lazy runner. The lazy runner, they bout like the non-runner, but they just do enough to make it look like they're doing something, and to seem like they might be a little bit motivated. So that is a recap of the runners. So, like I said, runners is just talking about your motivation that you have. What motivates you? Who motivates you? What drives you? What pumps you? All that. That's what runners is. Okay. So, what do you have just off of what I said for somebody else?
For that, oh wow. um, so I have never heard it broken down like that, but that is I can see it.
Yeah.
Now as far as the talking runner, like I'm trying to think which one, like which one stands out the most to me.
Right.
I think it's the talking runner. Um,
Mhm.
because it's like they talk a good game, but they're not putting it into action. They have all these plans.
Mhm.
Um, and if you have all these plans, like I said before, this could be for somebody. You just need to put it out there. Stop talking about it, do it. And then think about, well, what do you need? How do you need? What do you need in order for you to move, to be motivated? You know, how do you? So let me ask this: can can one runner turn into another runner,
Yeah.
or okay, so ask
Yeah.
yourself, what do you need to run into that avid runner, or at least the fire? Well, if you turn into a fire runner, then you have somebody else to motivate you. So I would ask myself, what do I need in order to have that motivation? So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And that's one thing that I did talk about is that sometimes I'm a little bit of all of these runners because I'm not always. I resonate more with the avid runner because
Mhm.
I'm always wanting to do something. But like I
Mhm.
told you before we got on here,
Mhm.
when we started season one and season two of this, I was pumped. I was ready to go because I wasn't obligated to as much. So I
Mhm.
wasn't tired as much and things like that. Whereas with season five, I'm like, oh, I gotta push myself a little bit more. But I'm still pumped, but it's just a little more pushing that I gotta do. So yes, it is very much that you can be more than
Mhm.
one runner
Gotcha.
because in different phases of your life or just of the month you can have different phases in one month.
Right.
Start off you're that avid runner, and then by
Mhm.
the end of the month you like, I don't want to do nothing. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? So you can
Mhm.
be some of all of these runners. uh but whatever runner resonates with you, are you satisfied with being that runner? And
That's a
then
good
if you're not, which runner do you want to be? Well, how can I get to be to that avid runner?
question.
You know,
Mhm.
I don't want to
Mhm.
just talk about it. I want to actually do something about it. So,
Mhm.
like I say all the time, all you gotta do is start. Start somewhere.
Mhm.
My dad always saying, start somewhere. You
Mhm.
know, so whatever it is in life that you have a passion for, start it. Do it.
Mhm.
You can
Mhm.
make a plan all you want to, but until you make some action, it's
Mhm.
just plan.
Exactly.
Some action
Mhm.
to it is just a plan. So which runner are you? And like I
Mhm.
said, if you haven't checked out the episodes, just go back, check out. It's a total of 6 episodes because you got each
Okay.
runner and then you got a recap of all the runners. Go and check it out and take some notes on yourself because we're working on ourselves. We're working
Mhm.
on being better people for the world and to be able to inspire, motivate, and encourage other people. You got to work on yourself first you know before anything.
Exactly.
So, yes, recap of the runners. I love the runners
I do too.
series. I did that in um season one. That might have
Mhm.
been like the third or fourth episode of season one of the podcast.
Mhm.
And my aunt, she was like, "You need to break down them runners." I was
Mhm.
like, I might."
No,
So
but it's good, because you never think of it like that. It's you don't
exactly,
think of it like that, and I like that. Like I like the runners. Like okay, it makes sense.
yes, you just
It
break
puts
it
it in
down.
it puts it in context because you're running. You get what I'm saying? You're running to be motivated, all that type of stuff. So I love it.
Yes. And I break it down, the definition of movement and running and everything like that. And so from that definition, I'm like, okay, motivation, that's what that's gotta be about. So yes, I love it. So y'all go and check those episodes out. You can check out the original runners and then recently check out each runner and then the recap of runners. And y'all comment on these podcasts. Let me know what y'all thinking about these episodes because we be needing feedback.
So
So
yeah,
I
I'm just
know that y'all getting this stuff. So
so
'cause I
so
be
I'm just
enjoying it.
yeah, I do too. I enjoy them. I enjoy the podcast. So I'm just gonna let
Exactly.
you know that episode. Now I'm gonna have to go back and find those episodes because I'm going to have clients listen to those episodes when they need
Please
to
do.
figure out their motivation. I'm so gonna do that.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes. Definitely. Most definitely. So
Hmm.
okay. I'm getting excited. Let me go to the next let me go to the next one. All right. So that is a recap of the runners. We're gonna pick another one. Let me stay on my time too, because we'll be getting excited and we'll be on here all night.
Yes.
They're gonna be like, no. Well, we okay. So this one we are gonna specifically talk about the talking running, even though you kind of already talked about the talking running.
Hmm.
So this one is specifically for the talking runner.
Okay. 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 So go ahead. Oh, go.
You can go because
Okay.
we both kind of been talking about it.
About it. Yeah. So yeah, that talking runner is like you. It's just all I can say is to add on to that is just put it into action. Like definitely find out what your motivation is. Do you need an accountability partner? Do you need to map out a plan? What do you need in order for you to? I don't want to say stop being stop being the talking runner, but to progress to another the avid runner. So it's just figure out what motivates you, how it motivates you, so you can stop just being all talk and more action. Hmm.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes, yes. Definitely, we're back to accountability. If you
Hmm.
keyword tonight, accountability, because a lot of people they don't want to be accountable to the things that they say they want to do. You can, I'm gonna go back to this, and y'all will probably get tired of me talking about exercise. I get tired of myself talking about exercising, cause we're gonna talk about exercising. So exercising, you need to have some kind of accountability partner. You can say all day I want to exercise, but 9 times out of 10 you just gonna say you gonna exercise. But if you got that person that's gonna be like, now didn't you say you was gonna do this? And you was gonna do this and you was gonna do this, then eventually you're gonna be like, man, I need to do what I said I was gonna do. I need to stop doing all this talking. Because you will get tired of that person to say the same thing. I know I would. I'd be like,
Hmm.
dang, why I had to say I wanted to do that? Now they gonna hold me accountable. So accountability is a thing that people that run away from. They try to, hide from it. But it's actually a good thing in life. And whatever it is, like she said, if you need to write down your plan with somebody else because they can, number one, they can give you different perspective on your plan too. You might be seeing it just in this one perspective that you're seeing it, but they might see it in a whole surrounding different perspective and be like, hey, but what about this and what about this? Because you're not looking at it like that. You know what I mean? So once you start writing those things down, then and being accountable to somebody, then it will help you to not be that talking runner and eventually graduate to the avid runner, you know. So, um, I was so yeah. Y'all gonna get another series in this podcast for real. We be breaking down these topics. We be
Yes.
breaking down these topics. I'm so glad. Okay, so we are going to do it's 9:36. We're gonna do one more topic out of this small jar, and then I'm gonna do one out of the large one.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Be patient with yourself. So be patient with yourself. We
Ooh.
are so hard on ourselves.
Mhm.
Yes, have your standards. Yes, have your standards. But don't be so hard on yourself. Sometimes things in life happen to humble us. And there's a time to be strong, and then there's also a time not to be so strong. On the outside, yes, we can appear to be strong to people, but you have to have moments to yourself where you're just vulnerable and you just take that time out to yourself. Um, be patient with yourself. I don't even know where I want to go with it tonight. But don't be so hard on yourself. Things happen. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna fall. You're going to fail at times. But I think Aaliyah said it best. At first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. And that's with anything in life. Get back up. Yeah, you didn't make it the way that you wanted to make it. You didn't succeed the way that you wanted to succeed. Well, you wouldn't have succeeded if. Anyways, you know what I'm trying to say. It wasn't the way that you planned it at all. But get back up, revamp, reevaluate, reassess the situation, get back up, try it again. Try it again. Don't be so hard on yourself. What you got?
So when I hear be patient with yourself, because this is like a lot of this comes up a lot in coaching sessions,
Mm-hmm.
being patient with yourself. And honestly, it's come up this year for me. That seems to be the word this year is, being patient with yourself, but the word I use is grace, giving yourself grace.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you can't, you like you said, you can't be perfect. You can't be perfect in everything. We're not perfect. We all have a flaw. We all have flaws. Don't take it so hard. Don't be so hard on yourself because you feel like you messed up.
Mm-hmm.
And when I hear that, it extends to, we have this, when I was going through coaching school, they have these philosophies. And this is the one I repeat back to my clients all the time is, there are no mistakes. They're only learning lessons. So if you think you messed up or you think it's a mistake, it's not a mistake. It's a learning lesson.
Yes.
And I have had a lot of learning lessons this year where I've had to give myself grace
Mm-hmm.
and reframe it, instead of saying, getting mad at myself, well, saying, oh, I did this wrong, I messed up. But then thinking about it, no, 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 no. It's not a mistake. It's not, I didn't do it wrong. It's a learning lesson. So next time when I encounter whatever this is, whatever that is, when I encounter it again, I've learned from it. And when I reframed it like that, the anxiety just melted away, because it was
Mm-hmm.
always, I was so anxious that, okay, well, I did it wrong. People are going to be mad with me. I got to be perfect. No, you don't. You know, because it's a mistake. It's not a mistake, it's a learning lesson.
Mm-hmm.
When it's a learning lesson, you have to have grace and understand that it is a learning lesson and not a mistake.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Exactly. Yeah. But like I said in the beginning, perspective. You have to put it in a different perspective where it doesn't look like a mistake.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. And then, like I always say, what can I learn from this situation?
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, you may look at it as a bad thing or a negative thing that happened or whatever, but what can I take from this situation and what good can I pull from this?
Yes.
So, definitely, that's some
Mm-hmm.
good insight. Good
Mm-hmm.
insight. All right. All right. All
All
right.
right.
I'm soaking it up myself. Oh. All right, so the big jar, y'all, like
Okay.
I told her, it is season 5. It's a new season. So she is going to be picking from one of the topics from last season. So we are going to. I still need to get me a drum roll for my jars. Okay, well, this is a good one. What
Okay.
are you thankful for?
Ooh, okay. So first of all, I am thankful for my family. My husband. He has been a rock star. He has been awesome these last few months, especially with me really deep diving into my business. He has, stepped up in ways that he's just stepped up, like, and just done a lot and put up with a lot of things with me and starting this business. Um, Also, my parents, my parents for always being there, always picking up the phone, being my cheerleaders. They have always been my cheerleaders since I was a baby. They've always been there.
Mhm,
Um, I'm thankful for my sister. She's there too. Whenever I need her, she's there. And I'm thankful for my my niece and her daughter, my great niece. Those are my motivators because I want them to have, I want them, I want to make sure that they have, like I want to make sure that I'm good so I can be there for them. Um,
mhm,
Absolutely love them to death. They're my babies.
mhm,
So I'm very, very thankful for my family, because no matter what, they step in whenever I need them. They step in. They're there for me. So I'm very, very thankful for my family. Um, I'm thankful for my clients and being able to help me grow,
mhm,
stretching me, getting me out of my comfort zone. Because sometimes you get so comfortable, like just coaching the same things, but my clients come in and they make me they can make me uncomfortable with some stuff because I'm like, wait, hold on, how am I going to be able to help them? But then just realizing, you know what, let me step down and let me settle down and just listen, because that's what they really want. They just want somebody there to listen
yeah,
and just help them through it. um and what else am I thankful for? um I think I'm just thankful for the lessons that I've learned this year.
mhm,
Um, Especially like we just said, they weren't mistakes, they were lessons. So I'm
mhm,
thankful that I was able to experience those things to help me grow, help me stretch,
mhm.
and help me get more comfortable. Hmm.
What's up?
Yeah. Hmm.
Yes, that's one thing I can say. Here recently, I've been very thankful for my husband because,
Hmm.
as I've said, over the past year or so, it's gotten a little busier work wise, and the stress and the workload, and just still trying to keep up with what I want to do. he comes in and uh, encourages me when I need to be encouraged,
Mm.
prays for me whenever I need to be prayed for, or even when I don't know he's praying for me, and which I know he's always praying for me, but he be praying for me. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm very grateful and thankful for him. I try to show that to him here and there. I probably don't show it enough, but I am very thankful for him making life a little less stressful and easier for me. So I'm with you on that when you say that you're grateful for your husband.
Yes, I am.
Most definitely. So,
Mhm.
y'all, we are getting towards the end of the show. So, what I want you to do is, somebody might be out there needing. I'm saying that all wrong. Somebody is out there that may need some words of inspiration. What would you say to somebody out there that may need a word of inspiration?
Um, First thing that comes to my mind is choose you. And why I say that is because sometimes we put others in front of we want to people please and we put others in front of us and we put ourselves to the back and don't accomplish what we need to accomplish. And that's going back to that talking runner. Like we have all these plans, but we're allowing other things to get in the way. So I like to tell my people, choose you. It's okay. It's okay to choose you. It's okay to, you know, say no. It's okay. Because if you can't, if you're not pouring into yourself, how do you pour into somebody else? Um, and I always say this quote from RuPaul. He says, "How are you gonna love yourself if you can't? How are you gonna love somebody else if you can't love yourself?" So remember to choose you, pour into you, so you can pour into others. And that's what I got tonight.
All right, so y'all hear that inspiration right there? I hope that we've both said something that inspires, motivates, or encourages someone else. Again, share this episode with somebody else. If you are tuning in on Facebook, follow Tips Tuesdays. If you are tuning in on YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube if you haven't already. Let somebody know about this podcast because this is one thing that you do not have to hoard to yourself. Share it with somebody else. And again, I'm gonna see how this turned out on Instagram. I'm not sure on the live yet, so I haven't really been pumping Instagram like that yet. But if you so happen to see this on Instagram, follow on Instagram too. And we are just spreading this out to the world, this inspiration, because you never know who needs to be inspired, who needs some encouragement, because the world that we are living in, everybody needs some encouragement sometimes. Okay. If you would like to give to the podcast, you can give a donation of your choice to Cash App. Tips Tuesdays is at the bottom of your screen right there. Tips Tuesdays. If you would like to give a different way, you can reach me at Tuesdays at gmail.com and just say that you want to support the podcast. We are in season 5 from now until the end of July. So, y'all stay tuned. Stay tuned. We got some good guests coming up on the show. Y'all seen it's already been a great start. I'm so excited and I'm looking forward to more inspiration, motivation, and encouragement. Remember, stay in those comments, y'all. I seen y'all was in the comments tonight. So I am keeping an eye on that for upcoming giveaways. Okay. So do you have anything else that you would like to say?
No. Well, I want to say thank you for allowing me to come on your show tonight. I really do appreciate it, and I had
Yes,
a
ma'am.
great time. And I wanted to say congratulations on your nomination. So yay! And I'm just excited to be here. And oh, don't forget to go follow me um, on my
Yeah.
pages, everything social media, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. It's JawanMorrisCoaching.com, and my website is www.JawanMorrisCoaching.com. So yeah.
And I'm going to make sure that I put that in the comments of this
Okay.
episode, y'all, so that y'all can go follow her and everything that she has going on. Also, I forgot when she said about the nomination, it made me think next week, May 14th, not only will we be doing Tips Tuesday Live Rehash, but it is the 100th episode of Tips Tuesdays. So we're gonna be celebrating in some kind of way next week with that. So that is of the actual audio podcast. That is the 100th episode. I'm so excited, and we finally made it. Yes, yes. This thing started in February of 2022. We are in 2024, and we have made it to the 100th episode. So yes, I'm excited. So we will be celebrating. And so y'all stay tuned. I don't know how just yet, but it will be celebrated somehow, some way, in a special way. So, all right. So I'm not gonna hold y'all much longer. Thank y'all for tuning in, and y'all have an awesome night. A little motivation.